Hey, sanibonani bakwethu. Hey, I haven't been live this week, I guess. Ngifuna ukuniqoqela ngami ke. Ngifuna ukuniqoqela. I wanna tell you something. Ukuthi every situation I come across, every situation that brings tears into my life is not mine. No, God did not give you problems. God did not give us problems. He gave us impilo. So the problems that comes impilo, they are not ours. That's what you should know. Whatever problem that you are currently facing, the more you're trying to face it, the more you're trying to fix it, the more you'll cry, the more you'll suffer. Yes, the more you'll cry, the more you'll suffer. Because that situation is not yours. That problem is not yours. The problem is not yours, but the problem is for God to solve. I always tell God that you put me into this situation and you think I'm going to solve it while you're the one that put me into it. And is. Again. Listen, my son being in hospital for almost 2 years now, it's not my problem. It's not my problem. People are asking me how you coping. I'm going to cope because it's not my problem. It's not for me to fix. It's for God to fix. So if he doesn't fix it, he's a failure. He failed. I didn't do shit. I am not going to take what God should solve and make it mine. No, I am not. I always tell God that I am not going to solve any problem because you gave me the world, not the problem. Now the problem came into my world and you are going to fix it. So, there are situations that you face as a person and they become worse because you want to solve them. And the more you try to solve, the more you'll feel like, yo, God is not there. God is watching because you are solving it. I mean, if your friends can see that you are doing something bad in Yako and you don't want them to help you, you are helping yourself, they'll definitely watch you. And then you'll go back to your friends and that's when they'll help you. But sometimes it will be late. So the problem about you guys, you start wanting to solve your problems. And in the beginning, when your problem starts, you must give it to God. From the beginning, from when it starts, you must tell the problem, no. Me and you are not friends and I cannot handle you. Therefore, go to the Creator. Therefore, God, take charge of this situation because this is not mine. Don't try to solve it and then when you fail, you call God. No. What do you say? I've never tried to solve my son's situation. I've never, as I am a healer, I heal a lot of kids, I heal a lot of people, I heal a lot of adults. I have never tried healing my son, and I will never. I've never tried, and I will never. There's no remedy that I've even thought about that, hey, I need to do this. No. From the beginning, I gave it to God. I said, oh, Gunje, then solve it. Solve it. Now, the more he's there, the more, the longer it takes. I tell God that he's taking his time because I also take my time with my clients. Those who believe in my gift, they know how I work. Some takes time, some take today. So if God is going to keep my son in the hospital for the next 3 years, that's his problem. As long as he's going to give me financial stability to keep on with his medical bills and all that, then I'm cool. I'm chilled. Does it hurt? Yes, it hurts. Do I cry at times? Yes, because I miss my son. I want to spend time with my son. I want my son to be next to me. Is it depressing me? Hell no. Why? Because I trust God. I trust the process. I know He's going to do it. And I know when He does it, it will never happen again. So let God take charge into your life. Let God take His time. The problem you are failing, the problem things are not going your way, the problem why you are not doing things according is because you want to fix your car first. Kanti, if you could take your car to a mechanic the minute you see a problem, if you can take your car to be serviced the minute you see a problem, then it will be quickly fixed because you took it to people who studied how to fix a car. You are not understanding me. If your car has a problem and you want to fix it, you will put on wrong oils, you would clean where you shouldn't clean, you'll put on wrong tires and all that. But from the minute you see that your car has problems, it's smoking, it's doing with this, it's doing that, the oil is leaking, and you take it straight to the mechanic, it will not give you the same problems all over again. That's the God we serve. I do not take problems to myself. If my marriage becomes a burden, I tell God that I tell God, it gets to a point where I tell God, that's the relationship I have with God. I tell God that if Monday fucks up, I tell God, because I believe you blessed me with this man. I believe you blessed me with my marriage. But the more we try to solve our issues, the more we try to solve what we're going through, it's the more we fuck up. Because me trying to solve whatever that is currently happening in my marriage, it's the more my partner will provoke me and say things that I don't want to hear. Then I'll end up talking to him, and then it becomes an argument. So if your partner fucks up, I leave it to God. He blessed me with this marriage. And I believe He did not give me a marriage for me to leave it. So whatever situation I face, I give it to God. I do not care what happens. I don't care. I've learned, obviously, before when I started being in my marriage, I would argue. I would want to make sense. I would want my partner to hear me. And the more you argue, the more you want your partner to be here, and the more you want him to listen to you, is the more the arguments. Do you understand? So that takes you back to the more the problems, the more you're trying to solve, the more the problems. So ayekitezongnyakazisa bakwethu, there is nothing, bona, there is nothing that is gonna take my faith away from God. Nothing. I could lose my loved ones. I could lose my family. I could cry every day because of what I go through, but nothing. I'm not shaken by anything. The only thing I'll just cry, wipe my tears, and say, God, I touched because there is no situation I'm going to solve. There's no situation I'm going to solve. The problem about you guys, you want to belong. I always preach this that you need sense of belonging. You need sense of belonging. You want to belong somewhere. Hence, you end up being lost. You want to belong. You want to belong in a relationship. You want to belong at a certain church. You want to belong at a certain sangoma. Like, you just want to belong. And the more you want to belong, the more you fuck up. But you need to know you belong to God. And the rest belongs to you. You do not belong to anything or anybody but God. Do you understand? Then the rest that comes after that belongs to you. It's not that you belong to it. It belongs to you. The minute you understand that the things of this world belong to you and you don't belong to them, the minute you stop being hurt. If the world belongs to you and you don't belong to the world, I can tell you sometimes. You'll never fall into drugs. You'll never fall into things that control your mindset. No. Uzophuza ujabule. You'll not be addicted to things that are going to destroy you because you understand that the world belongs to you. You don't belong to the world. You don't belong to the nice things. The nice things belong to you. Now, when you understand that isn't ezinhle, zingfanele, zibelong agim, you'll know how to grab them. And you will not be shaken by anything that people say. Now, I understand that good things belong to me. I don't belong to good things. Because if I belong to good things, I'll end up doing bad things for me to have them. Because I'll try to fit into them. I'll try to make myself belong to them. And when I understand that this life is mine and I'm going to have a great life out of it, and this life belongs to me, and I belong to God, then I'm done. You guys are bothered about small things. I always ask God, why did you create us? Like, why did you create human beings? Like, then I got to understand how special we are. You know, when you try to experiment something, guma science or a class, when you're given projects of things that you should do and you excel. And even the class teacher's like, hi, you copied it, or hi, you googled this, you tested your mind and you did magic. That's what God did with us. God was testing his power. And when he realized that he created us, all he could do was to say, wow. He kept on saying, wow. God created animals, but the privilege that we got is beyond. See, now we are privileged to be created. We are privileged to be created and end up creating this beautiful minds, this great minds whereby we're building houses, we're building mansions, we seeing I'm a Bentley, I'm a Rolls Royce, like these things belong to human beings. Are you aware that? Oh, because I don't want to. I want to talk to people who understand what I'm saying. I don't want to talk to people who doesn't understand what I'm saying. I don't want you to listen to me because you are just listening or because I'm live. I want you to understand what I'm saying. We are a special gift that God has ever had in his life. God, when he created us, he never thought he can create such. No. Now, it's his responsibilities. God must keep us strong. And he must make sure we are happy. Therefore, that's why I'm telling you now that we are God's responsibility. The problem is you are looking for your happiness in a wrong department. Tina, we are God's responsibility. Therefore, in order for us to be happy, we belong to God, and he's the only person who can make us happy. And whatever you do around yourself will determine your trust issues or your faith to God. Tina, we are special creatures that God has ever created in his entire existence. We do the unstoppable. We do the undoable. We do the unthinkable. We do wonders in this world. When he created this world, he never thought it could be like this. We came in. People became etiquette. God created umhlaba nje uplain. Everything that is in this world, we made it. Imagine how God is proud when he looks at us. Imagine how proud this man is. And you want to come here and think that God doesn't love you? You are crazy. Just because of a situation that you didn't give to him. You are in that situation because you didn't give it to God, Wena. No, you did not give that situation to God. You gave it to yourself and you tried to fix it. Then when it's not fixable, that's when you pray and cry. Oh, because you did not give him the ability to listen to you from the word go. Imagine if you are raising, like, umhlaba ufana no, umhlaba nabantu abaphila emhlabeni ufana nengane. Imagine raising a kid and see your kid flourish and being successful in everything that they touch, it turns into gold. That's who we are in uNkulunkulu. uNkulunkulu meyebuka thina, abuka izindlu ezakhiwe, abuka imoto ekhandiwe, abuka izinto ezisigeneratile empilweni. He's proud of us because it's not what he thought we could do. We surprise God every day, bakwethu. Every day. uNkulunkulu mayebuka thina nje uqhaqhazeliswa injabulo because we outdid ourselves. We proved ourselves ukuthi uNkulunkulu, you created special creatures. The problem about you don't understand your position to God. You don't understand, Wena. That's why you cry like this. You don't understand how important you are to God. That's why you are like this. That's why you don't have faith. That's why everything that goes on in Piloniako, you are shattered. Because you don't understand how important you are. Yeah, Nina. Yo. Guys. I'm gone. Like, you, when I say you cannot do anything to me, I don't mean you cannot do anything to me just because Gesangoma. No, it's because I understand my purpose. I understand why God created me. I understand God's purpose, and I understand my mission. I understand my mission. Let me tell you, there were times where I thought, oh, Nkos, where are you? Hey. Especially mangibona isikhathi sihamba, and like it's now boma 6 months, you know, my son is still in the hospital, boma 6 months. I'm like, where is God? I questioned a lot, blah blah blah. And then I was like, why are you asking these questions if you understand that this is God's job? Who's asking you about your job? Are you doing it right? You know that you need to submit, right? You know that you need to do good 1, 2, 3, right? Who's teaching you to be a mother? Nobody. But you know that when your child cries, this is what you must do in order for your child to keep quiet. Uzuyamazi. Mama mkuka makakhala uthi miyekeleni. Ufuna into enje. A 6-year-old, a 6-month-old, you know how to communicate. What does that say about you as a human being? What does that say about you as a human being? You connect nengane in 6 months. You can predict ukuthi ingane ikhaliswa yindlala. You guys don't understand how powerful you are as a human being. You understand ukuthi ingane ayisuthanga. Ingane ayithi mangafuna ukudla a 6-month-old. Ikhamisa kuphela. You as a mother, you understand ukuthi no usuthi. You understand noma ikhala kodwa isuthi. You can tell. You can understand that department. Ukuthi lengane le ikhaliswa into kanje, ikholisa umshiso, ayilele kahle, all those things, they are naturally inside you as a person. Then you want to come here and say, hey, isn't as happy kahle? You want to cry for that. Wake up. Wake up and find yourself. Find yourself. The way kungakhona ugijimela uyokwazi ukuthi usibusiso umuntu onjani, awuzazi wena. You'd even say mina ngiyamazi usibusiso, akekho umuntu omazi ukudlula mina. Awuzazi wena. Awuzazi wena. You even know ukuthi usibusiso umevuka umuntu omudi. umuntu ongathandi into ekanje uzuyazi ukuthi usibusiso uma uyenza kanje uzenza kanje uma ureact kanje uma ekwatile kumele wenze kanje ukuze athambe awuzazi wena. Why? Because you guys are lacking sense of belonging. You want to belong somewhere. That's why. You don't want to belong to yourselves. You want to belong somewhere. Hence, it is so easy for you to quickly know the next person more than you know yourself. You don't know what makes you happy unless the next person does it. You don't know where does your favorite happiness come from. Unless someone buys you flowers and then you're chabul, that's when you realize, oh, this makes me happy. Yeah. What does that say about you? How will you start even creating a relationship with God or your ancestors where else you don't even know yourself? That's why namhlanje you are following more than 10 sangomas on social media. Omunye uzokutshela ukuthi khandlela elibovu lezitha, omunye uzokutshela ukuthi khandlela elibovu elokuqela indlela. You do all that. Ngoba la you don't want to think. Omunye uzokutshela ukuthi ukuphupha amaphoyisa amadlozi, omunye akutshela ukuthi ukuphupha amaphoyisa izitha. Balalela bonke wena. Bonke. Ubanika i-chance. You've got a big heart. You even listen to every sangoma on social media. You don't decide. You don't decide which is which. You don't decide which one can I align myself to so that they can guide me spiritually. Uwonke ama spiritual pages abo awakening what spiritual what identification of dreams. Hey, you are there. You are there. What does that say about you? Where are you standing? Omegupi, uzmisele ngani? What does that give you as a person? My husband is home. Wabuya ele kangaka? Uthe uyophuza musingathi ubuya ngama AM. You came back early. Wangikhiphe emoyeni ke babe. Ngiyashumayela. Manje Julian uyaphi? Ulala nathi futhi. No, hey. Kanti wayi kunama camera amanye mayabiza uhlezi sila nezingane. Umcamelo khona ngale. Ngicela unikeze baba kumcamelo. Naw la. Ukuphi? TikTok. No, I'm on Facebook. No, awulali nathi ungaloku ihlekahlekisa. Kokulala nendoda yami in peace.
Liana.
Manje simele sihlale naye baba Liana. No, wena uwojwayeza la Liana lestyle.
Liana. Angisho siyela nyona.
Guys, yini empetheni mara? And baba Liana uyani inkinga ukuthi hayi makalale ufuna ukulala phezulu kwesandla sa baba Liana mina ngilalephi? Hayi. You are not sleeping with us, right?
You're sleeping with Gogzama.
Liana, who are you sleeping with today? Yeah? Ozala? Sekahle usesayidini lakho. Kushuthi vele uyofuna ukulala nawe. Akunamntwana olala nami la sezwana. Namntwana olala nendoda yami.
This is a nice photo.
Yeah?
I'm eating Tata.
You eating indoda? What? Indoda kubani wena?
My daddy.
Ngazongihlanyela wena. Hello.
Mama makatay.
Mighty.
So dreams out.
Hey.
Lena, who are you sleeping with, Auntie, today? I'm confused.
Nah, uyangiphaphela lo. Oh. Lena, please get out of my room.
Let's go.
Please go with your sister because I'm busy on a live here.
Okay, let's go.
Ngazosilalisa wala wena. That is my husband and you must leave.
Lena, let's go.
Hey. Hey. What do you mean?
Let her sleep, Coco. Mntwana.
Liana, man. Sis.
Mngelani. Mama mngelani. Khumbula kusesikhozi mina. Hi guys. Tomorrow to the husband. That's mommy's husband. It's my husband, Mommy Manley.
Who's your husband? Who's your husband?
My husband.
Who's your husband?
My husband.
Who's your husband? Ngiyakubuzwa. Yangibribe ngekiss kahle. Who's your husband? Une husband when? I'm the only one who has a husband in this house. Says one. And your dad is my husband. Okusalayo. Your dad is my husband. And ulala esifubeni sami.
Mama wena ulala esifubeni sakhe.
Nangu yomlala. Yini?
If it's your daddy, then it's my mommy.
Guys, hamba nolala. Unetla hamba nolala. Hamba nolala. Hamba nolala.
Nawe Liana, uthi Liana sabe solala kodwa na.
Akahamba yolala lo akalali nathi.
Let's go sleep. So Snomanda's waiting for you. Your mommy is waiting for you, your other mommy. Which is a Snomanda.
Uncela nedemo umdala kangaka.
Now you're back to it.
Say bye to my people. Say good night. Come say good night. Liana. Say good night in a proper way. Keeping. Say good night.
Let me say good night. Good night, guys. Can I say good night?
Do you love my people? You know the rules. Ngiyabuza ukuthi do you love my people?
Say yes, mommy. Ow! Don't pull my hair.
What? Oh, Namanga, you are pulling Minetle's hair.
If you dare.
Minetle ungafasi.
So fast. So let's go, Lily.
Good night, guys. My husband is here now.
Lena,
Let me give him attention.
Bye, guys.
Bye.